All right, I think we're ready. At least as ready as we will be. One of my kids keeps screaming my name, but I can't isolate which one it is. How many encounters did Gengar take? I think it was 2677. Sylvia, welcome. Yeah, this entire run has been under odds for every single one of these. Like most of them have been like 40,000 or below. I think the highest we had was 4648. Very lucky run so far. It's either that or we're just that good at shiny hunting here. Maybe it's that we're not shiny hunting, we're shiny finding. You don't even have the patience to do 100. It's not so bad. These ones do take a little bit longer though, understandably. It's really not so bad as long as I do it while I'm streaming, because then I have people to talk to and converse with, and it actually goes by really fast. Like, I'll put in 2 hours tonight on it and probably get like 150 to 200 encounters. It'll be whatever. It'll happen. It's not that bad. Hey, thanks. It kind of goes with my headset here. Got a good old Gengar Razor headset. Pretty sick. Hey, Tails, welcome. You got some news. Hopefully it's good news. I feel like I need to get a Gengar Hawaiian shirt. Like a Hawaiian Gengar shirt. Because I got Gengar socks. You got your first voice acting gig. That was with the one place, right? The people that do the circus deal? Hey, Andre, welcome. If it's purple, yes. Oh, that felt great. What do I think the worst shiny is? Goldango. No excuse for it to just be a belt buckle. Something that you're doing a fan version of your favorite character. The character in question already has a voice actor, and you didn't even audition for something like that. You're starting off small. Wait, so who's giving you the gig? Something like that. You're doing a fan version of your favorite character. The character in question already has a voice actor. That makes sense. So is this more of like another YouTuber has asked you to be a voice actor, or is this like a personal project? MJ Studios. It's another YouTuber, okay. Hey, Evan. You have a great one. Good luck with your errands. I'm going to say that that is Evangeline de Guitos. But I probably slaughtered the pronunciation of that. Oh, neighbor's throwing off the fire alarms again. That means my kid's going to freak out and lose his crap here in a second. Ah, nice. They say you do great impressions. MJ Studios. I don't think I've ever heard of them. I think I found him. Sort of small, like 35 subscribers small. He has over 10K. I definitely found the wrong MJ Studios then. Hey, this one looks more like it would be a thing. Yeah. That makes more sense. Yeah. Cool, dude. He'll be working with you on your second video. Nice. That'll be fun. You know what can wake up Snorlax? A big old bowl of food, probably. Perhaps a semi-truck would also do the trick. I'm looking for Snorlax, obviously. Xylon, welcome. I did shave. I did today. Samantha, welcome. Yeah, I warned everybody last night in my stream that I was probably going to be shaving soon because it gets a certain length and it like starts to make itself itch, and I'm not a fan of it. So it had to go. I knew something was different. Hola, ¿cómo está? Bien, bien. Or maybe Starbucks. Get this Snorlax some coffee. Could work, could work. Huh. Interesting. YouTube's automatically translating into English for me. Crazy. You're late and you think you missed yesterday's stream? Very likely if you weren't there, yeah. Exile Star, you're trading Eevee eggs? There you go. Hey Ty, welcome. Xylon, I do not have a girlfriend. What do you mean I have sus live streams? You've been having a good time watching my live streams? Good, good. Snorlax is your favorite Pokemon? Heck yeah. A sub for me hunting it? I'll take it. Snorlax is a good guy. We like Snorlax here. I do have a wife. That's why I don't have a girlfriend. That would be frowned upon in several societies. Hey, Cappy. Welcome. You'll have to keep using your Sprigatito. I agree. Also, Tails, I'm fairly confident yours was Portuguese, wasn't it? Your comment? You slept on a jumbo blanket and now your neck's killing you? David, welcome. Spanish or improper Spanish? Yeah, okay. Tiempo. Okay. I'm following. Unlikely, but one of your Eevee could be shiny. Could be. Right when you hopped onto my stream, you noticed something was off. My facial hair is off. I'm not quite sure what a sus live stream would be, but I'm pretty sure we've done it before. That sounds awesome, DuckTales, but I do not know what that means, but it sounds like a good thing. And Shauna's playing BDSP at the moment. Nice. You've seen Susser? Yes. We have definitely all stumbled upon that one stream. Sus means yours in Spanish, but it also means suspicious. Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. You know, in slang terms and whatnot. You pronounce it sus? Like Jesus. Hey, Starkiller. Alright. I'll be back. Maybe. You guys know how much I'm going to geek out if it turns out that Ocarina of Time really is being remade for the Nintendo Switch 2? If only because I know that if they remake Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask is going to be shortly behind it. Forever and for always. Because they always use the same engine. They always use the same assets. So, like, you are literally less than a year at this day and age away from having a second game sellable if you just make the first. You just want another open world Zelda like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom? Ocarina of Time is not going to be that game. But in my opinion, I do think Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess have a leg up on the open world Zelda games. But that's because I care more about the world of lore than I do about the world of explore. I've never really felt super restricted by the linear nature of Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess. Found out that you're not a big Zelda games fan after going back and trying their older games. Fair. Maybe Ghost Rider may have to wake up Snorlax. Maybe. Ghost Rider. You caught a Fletchling to hatch easier? Fletchling has Flame Body? Huh. The more you know. You loved everything about Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. You're hoping they keep something like that going. They might, but perhaps in a different Hyrule. Is it bad that it's nearly impossible for your hands to stay steady? I think that's same for like a lot of people. But like if we're talking like you're sitting them down on a table and they're not steady, that's a bad thing. But like if you're just holding them up here and they're not steady, that's like normal for most of the populace. Listen, Starkiller, I just need them to make Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom make sense. Breath of the Wild was okay, but once they added Tears of the Kingdom in there, it broke so much stuff for me, and I need it fixed. I want to know how they have a new Hyrule creation story. Like, what happened? Did Hyrule get destroyed, or do we have, like, a new creation story happening? You would imagine they are their own story and not a part of the older lore. But the problem with that is it references every single other Zelda game in some way. That's the problem. If it didn't reference those, we'd be okay. But like somehow, Princess Zelda there is acutely aware of the hero of time, the hero of winds, the hero of twilight, and the hero of the sky. But it's also possible that they take place in a world where the timeline never split. Oh yeah. So if you isolate Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, the story absolutely makes sense. I don't have any problems with that. It just doesn't make sense in the grand scheme of the Zelda universe. Because the age-old question for those games is, what timeline do they belong in? Because they reference all three timelines, and that can't happen unless we're in the other timeline of Skyward Sword. Because Skyward Sword actually creates two as well that's not commonly talked about. Which would be great, because like I could imagine in the other timeline where, okay, so here's some deeper lore for you that you probably don't know, Starkiller. We do know that Ocarina of Time created three timelines. Hero is defeated, hero is successful adult timeline, hero is successful child timeline, right? It's all because of time travel. But Skyward Sword, a few, like 10 years later, does the creation story for the entire Zelda series. In it, you have Demise. He jumps up out of the earth somehow, wreaks havoc. Goddess seals him, sends her people to the sky until the chosen hero can come, be born into the world, and defeat him, right? We go through the story to the point where we get to the end game. We defeat him in the timeline as it is. And so there's a timeline to be had from that point going forward, which is heavily alluded to be the one that we see descendants from, because he is the original hero of time, but the hero of sky at the same time. After you defeat him, his minion gets pissed, goes back in time, and tries to use Zelda to revive him, almost succeeds. And then you slay him in that timeline. So you slay him in the past, so that when you go back through the door of time, none of the events for your era should have been able to happen because he was already destroyed in the past. Like, absorbed into the Master Sword, non-existent, destroyed. So you return back into your timeline, where you did all of your events to save the day because he was just barely defeated in that timeline. But in the other timeline that gets split, you have a timeline where he's just plain gone. Still have the curse, all that fun stuff. But the goddess can bring her people down to the earth a lot sooner. And the earth there can be inhabited, or the Hyrule there can be inhabited. I think that would be the different creation story. Because you still have the Master Sword. Because while it is created in the present moment, I think it gets left back in the back in time part. But I could be mistaken on that one. But there is still the possibility for a Master Sword to be created in that timeline. So, it could be that those follow the... And that's what most people have been like, that's probably more of where it belongs. And somehow in that timeline, you have events that are able to be referenced. Because anything in the Downfall hero timeline could happen at any time. Because the fallen hero isn't exactly referenced like that. But Wind Waker could still happen. You could still have a hero of winds without a great flood. You could still have a hero of twilight. You could still have a hero of time in that timeline as well. But one that doesn't split off factions of the timeline. Yeah, there are a few different versions of Ganon. But I just need Nintendo to make an official statement, because right now it drives me bonkers. Fantastic games, though. You sunk many hours into Tears of the Kingdom? Same. I've probably played through like Tears of the Kingdom like 4 or 5 times. You still play through it when you're bored. It's a great game. You want to 100% it now that they have the app available to help find items? I desperately want to do a walkthrough series on that on my Hyrule Monkey channel, but I just don't have the time. That and like, I want to do a playthrough and do videos for the playthrough of every shrine with only 3 hearts. Like every shrine, every boss, 3 hearts only. To prove that you can do it in basically any order. Some of the shrines drove you insane. I like finding the ways to do the shrines that weren't intended. Not as insane as the stupid Bulbasaur hunt. Maybe I should finally commit to doing my Zelda series on the Switch too. You're just collecting Pokemon, just the decks? It's a good challenge. Ed, Nitty. I know that tune. It lives rent-free in my head. And it is probably the reason why I never watched SpongeBob growing up, is because it gave my mom PTSD, and she's like, absolutely not again. Jawbreakers, Eddie! Chickens, Eddie! That's what it is. Oh, for sure. For sure. Ooh, reminding me. How long do I think you'll be hunting this Bulbasaur? At least until 36,000 encounters. I'm gonna guess 36,152. How many encounters is 60 hours of resets? Roughly 120 times 60. Hey Siri, what's 120 times 60? 72,000, or 7,200, sorry. And we'll go like 7,400 because you're doing them slightly faster than 2 a minute. Oh, I see. You'll never shiny hunt reset a Pokemon again after this? Man, it's really putting you through the ringer. Sorry, I'm registering my child in T-ball. I realize that I have yet to successfully get that completed. I also realized that my wife has my card. Well, that ain't gonna work. You wonder how many people have gotten a shiny with their first playthrough to figure out that they were shinies in the first place? Sign my kid up for hockey instead? I don't think that that's going to be a thing. Oh shoot. I have my card information memorized now. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but... Hey, Joseph! Okay, Starkiller. See if this checks out as accurate. Just signed my kid up for T-ball. Here's the release waiver and assumption of risk. I, the undersigned, am fully aware and understand the potential risk involved with my or my child's participation in this physical activities. Dangers could include, but are not limited to, cuts, bruises, broken bones, and other debilitating or permanent physical and emotional injury, damage to personal property, or death. The fact that they've included emotional damage in the waiver. They are really covering all their bases. They're covering their bases harder than they will in the game. I acknowledge that social distancing guidelines and sanitation protocols will not be ensured at all times of the participants' and spectators' involvement in this program. Participation trophies sound like they won't be an option with the emotional damage they will deal out. Yeah. I feel like the only participation trophies that kids should get is bruises. You would make your kid throw them away if he got one. If they got one, yeah. It's like, sorry, bud, you didn't win. True. You gotta get good. Gotta do the best. Go plus ultra. All that. You think you're almost done with Resident Evil 9? Still gonna play through it again on a higher difficulty level? Yeah. That'll be fun. Apparently it's only going to be like a month long. You know, people have deemed these best zombie games ever, but in your opinion there aren't? Yeah. I think they probably have the best stories to them and best puzzles. Resident Evil's an interesting one. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't say best zombie game ever. You think these games would make better animes than games? Nah, I do love Resident Evil like 2 and 3, 1 and 0. 4 is also good. 5, 6, not so much. And I haven't played 7, 8, or 9. But like going back to the roots of Resident Evil, they are phenomenal games. Just the way it makes you think, solve puzzles, manage resources and all that. It's crazy. I'm just gonna snap a screenshot of that. You still got to play through the rest of Resident Evil 2 Remake. You're at the part where you meet Claire at the back of the police station. I feel like that's not even halfway through. Because, like, the police station is only half of the game. You're trying to unlock Picnic so you can breed your Eevee a bunch of times. Or bathe them. Bathe them. It felt so much later than 9. Oh yeah, Starkiller, you've got a long way to go. Because there's like a training facility after the police station and like another place after the training facility or something. I feel like. Oh yeah. Gas station, police station, underground facility, parking garage, sewers, laboratory. Oh, not to mention Claire's side, which has an orphanage in it too somehow. You were watching the original Resident Evil games, and the camera angle would drive you absolutely insane. It's part of the scare element to it. Yeah. You hear them coming around the corner, but you can't see them, and your camera angle sucks, so they like latch onto your face while you're trying to figure it out. It's great. But the fact that Resident Evil 2 like fixes that a little bit makes it better. The remake, I mean. You were playing with your headset on, and you wish the sounds were more accurate because the sound is never where it sounds like it's coming from. Gotcha, XL. Best viewers? I'm noticing a distinct lack of dino today, Starkiller. Must be the mod badge. They do a great job at jump scares, though. I mean, well, that is what they're there for. And freaking impossible battles with Wesker. That's what those early games are known for. Ah, so it is true. What? You working with Wesker? It's just so funny to me that, like, they refuse to let Leon die. Like, Leon's just perpetually stuck getting in these zombie situations. I mean, Claire technically, or not Claire, Jill technically did die. You love the action part of these games more than you do all the puzzles. Resident Evil 2's got some really great crafted puzzles, though. I haven't played 7 and 8. I didn't know that 7 and 8 followed the main people. And I also didn't know that 7 and 8 tied into the rest of the games. I thought that 7 was a reboot. That's why I was surprised to see Resident Evil 9 bring Leon in. It's because we haven't seen him since Resident Evil 6. And like Chris was Resident Evil 5 again. And freaking Sheva. Resident Evil 5 pissed me off so much I didn't even want to play 6. So yeah, I haven't played anything after 5. Just because Resident Evil 5 was so disappointing. A lot of people say 6 is one of the best ones. Oh, that's scary. I mean, Leon is in it, so like, I could see that. Feel like playing as Chris would be awesome from everything you've seen from him. Yes, you're not wrong about that. However, the forced co-op play nature of it is extremely annoying. I lost and had to start over more times in that game than any other game. Sheva is more useless than Ashley from Resident Evil 4. And what I mean by that is, in Resident Evil 4, whenever you're with Ashley, your job is to keep her alive. She doesn't fight, she just gets carried off. Your job is to stop that from happening. Sheva tries to fight with you, but gets in places where she runs out of ammo. You have to worry about healing her up, and she just gets killed all the time. So it's pretty terrible. And like, don't get me wrong, Resident Evil 0 had a feature where you would swap back and forth between, I think it was Claire. No, it was Rebecca and Billy. And you had to manage your resources accordingly. But like, you never really, and they do fight at the same time, but the auto fight seemed to be a lot better at that point. Like, it's so much easier to protect somebody that's not also fighting back than it is to have that person fight with you. And then, like, the only way to do that game really is to have a buddy play co-op with you. But when you actually play co-op, the game recognizes that, like, hey, there's another human playing, and like slightly ups the difficulty anyways. So it's a nightmare to me. I don't like Resident Evil 5. But yes, Chris is a bad A. Like, I like Chris. He's pretty great. Hey, Anissa, welcome. Hey, there's Dino. We were throwing shade at you earlier. Why does it keep telling me I'm offline? I'm not offline. I've been streaming this entire time. I'm live. Dum dum. Dee 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 dum. You cleaned the mess in your room? It's almost like it keeps cutting out. And disconnecting. What is what black and white bit? It shows the Pokemon Center in black and white. What are you talking about? Oh, in the memory, in the journal. Did you not know Leaf Green had the journal? Yeah, this. It's the Pokemart. Yeah, it's the journal feature. I usually press B to skip it though. That was me trading Pokemon with my Fire Red copy. While I was off stream, I went and caught a few Pokemon to trade over to Fire Red. All I know is I got like 45 minutes. I need some chocolate milk, so I'm going to go get some because I'm a child. I'll be right back. Meanwhile, Cherry gets an encounter. 10:17 for you, Dino. Not surprised. I'll have to do some more research into that later. Janice, welcome. RJ, how you doing? Did I change my YouTube name? No, I did not. I have 2 channels I stream to instead. Looks like you're chatting in from the Brasscoin channel, if I'm not mistaken. I have a Sludge Bomb Trainer channel that I also stream on. When you shake your phone, my headrest shakes a lot. Huh. Interesting. Well, no, RJ, you're on the main Sludge Bomb channel. You're on the horizontal stream. I see you now. I see you. No, I just streamed to 2 channels. Well, that's annoying. Have a good night, Dino. I love how you're on the channel that you're not mod on. What's up, Janice? Or Janice? Oh, yeah. Absolutely not. Snorlax still sleeping in this gen? Heck yeah, he is. You know, Snorlax should have gotten a Mega. Mega Snorlax is gonna be hard. I would think he would have a gravitational pull a little bit. Negatory Dino. when Gmax Snorlax was released, it was laying down. How can it use kick or hand move? Valid question. I imagine it gets up to do so. Then again, babies do like to kick, and they can kick pretty hard laying down. So I imagine a big beefy Snorlax could kick pretty hard laying down. I just don't fathom how it hits anybody. Hey, Cloud. We are in the same spot right now. You doing a good old Snorlax hunt as well? Likaranma, welcome. Reason you can't do Pokemon shiny hunting is because you're usually busy. Oh, I get it. It's time consuming. You don't shiny hunt? You don't have the patience for that? I'll probably get leftovers. I'm definitely going to be using this on my team for a little while. Snorlax definitely has more of a chance of getting into the Elite Four battle than, say, Diglett. I haven't been playing any champions at all. Not the biggest PvP fan ever. The like goal? What about the like goal? You just realize that the Armoroak, Cyberledge, and Garchomp shiny is dog water? Yeah, just a lot. It's all in the eyes. What do I do if the shiny I caught have the wrong ability or wrong nature? I deal with it like a human. It's about all anybody can do, really. I do not care about nature or ability in the slightest for Gen 3. What we get is what we get. For example, I really didn't want a shiny Pharaoh, but here we are. Spearow shined, so we took it and said, it is good. Let's move on. How do I go about streaming from my Switch? What's the starter kit? So, in 2017, I built a wicked awesome gaming PC that's kind of dog water right now. But I have a Elgato 4K Pro capture card installed on my motherboard. And so that takes an HDMI in. It has an HDMI out as well, so I could play on my TV if I wanted to. But I run the Switch Dock's HDMI cable through my capture card, and it pops up on my PC. And I add the capture card as a video source in like OBS. And I am using my computer monitor as the TV, if you will. So I'm just playing the game through OBS, and I'm seeing the stream kind of how you guys would if you're on the horizontal stream. But I also have like a little window that shows me what it looks like for the vertical stream as well. So I would say you could get away with it with like a $20 Vivitar USB to HDMI converter. Do I have any of those right here? No, I don't. But I also have like Elgato HD60S Plus 1080p video capture software, and that one goes in through USB-C. No, USB 3.0. So I have a few different ways I could capture the signal. But you could do it for $20. There's a baby Pikachu before Pikachu was a thing. I could believe that would happen. Also, welcome Daveza. Maybe it's just a runt. Give the little guy a break. I'll go grab my capture card here. Give me a sec. Alright, Cloud. So I picked this bad boy up at Walmart. Just a USB 3.0 to HDMI. Captures the video no problem. So for like 24 bucks, you could capture your Switch game input or output. Easy peasy. What's the worst shiny you can get? Shiny Goldango. I would also throw out Regice. That one's pretty terrible. post Gen 6 Gengar is pretty bad. Facts, Daveza. Shiny Dragonite is booty cheeks, but shiny Dratini and Dragonair is peak. They look beautiful. We might actually get to do a shiny Dratini hunt here in this run. I'm debating it. I don't think I can get behind doing it in the Safari Zone, but I can get some more coins and do it there. Hey, thanks, Guillermo. We found it at 2,677 encounters. Yeah, it's real good. I like it. We're wondering when we're going to find this Snorlax, if it's going to continue to bless us with quick shinies, or if Snorlax is going to be the one that takes the turn for the forever shiny, like Starkiller's Bulbasaur. You found your shiny Honedge 2 days ago after 3 weeks of hunting. Very cool. What game? Is this Legends Z to A? Legends ZA. Not bad. Surprised it took that long, but that's actually still decent. Is that Shiny Charm enabled or full odds for that game? You found a shiny Zubat on XD Gala Darkness a while back. Solid find. That's your coolest shiny context-wise? Oh yeah. You were looking for a Wooper? I think my coolest shiny is the bonus disc Jirachi Wishmaker. I think that one's always going to be my favorite shiny. Or at least, not my favorite shiny, but like the my favorite hunt that I finished. Maybe I should say my most impressive shiny. You're looking for a shiny Pancham? Nice. Always be sus of anyone who says red Gyarados. Unironically, shiny Magikarp was either my first or second shiny ever as a streamer. The reason why I say it was my first or second is I genuinely can't remember, and I don't think it was on stream at the time. But I was playing through Sword and Shield kind of at the same time, and I was looking for... I was grinding some Pokemon on one of the games, and I found an Agislash. Meanwhile, on the other game, I was in the DLC or something. I was riding my bike down a river, and there was like a school of Magikarp coming. And so I was riding desperately away from the Magikarp because I didn't want to be in a battle, and I got slapped in the face with a fish, and it ended up being shiny. So that was like a cool one as well. But I can't remember for the life of me which one happened first. As far as like for sure the first shiny I ever found on stream, like that I was hunting, that was Regigigas, and that one was really cool because I was like either the second or third person to find shiny Regigigas and post about it, but I was the first one to get a video up about the find. So that was really cool. Back in like 2019 when, or maybe it was, yeah, it was around about then when the DLC came out. Your first official shiny was a Pokemon in Bellsprout on Gold? You did not understand what you were looking at? Yeah. I very likely encountered a shiny Weedle. Or shiny Caterpie. It was probably Caterpie in Generation 2. Yours was unironically a Pikachu in Viridian Forest. Nice. Always good for the scare factor there. Having a family member be like, dude, what the heck's your problem? The rate we're currently going, though, we're going to be at 1,000 pretty quickly. 1,000 subs. We're on our way. Almost to 530. That's pretty impressive. You restarted your game so many times to pick all the starters and enjoy different playthroughs. You kept finding different shiny Pokemon on each playthrough. Dang, man. Most people don't even encounter one. My favorite thing to do in Gen 2 was the Pokemon cloning glitch. And so I would do that to get all 3 starters in one save file with the same OT. So I would save before I get my starter, right? I would progress until the story, until the point where I could get Pokeballs and catch a second Pokemon. I would do the glitch to duplicate the Pokemon. So I would put it in the box, change boxes but shut the system off and on mid-save, and then I would be back in front of Professor Elm, and I would have my Totodile or whatever. I think I usually chose Chikorita first, but I'd have my Chikorita, and then I would grab Cyndaquil, progress to the same point, put both of them in the box, save, and then kill the game halfway through the save, turn it on and have both of those Pokemon in my inventory, and then get Totodile so I could go through the game with all 3. Oh yeah, it's a fun one. I have not been able to replicate it on the 3DS Virtual Console because it saves so fast. but allegedly you can still do the glitch on the 3DS Virtual Console for the games. But yeah, you could clone Pokemon in Gen 1 and 2 with the PC glitch. It's because, like, the game registers that it's in your inventory, but then moves it during the save process. So if you glitch out the save, it thinks that it moved it, but it didn't, so it's still there. It's great. Name you 11 starter Pokemon. Don't pick the Pokemon in the same gen. If you pick Bulbasaur, don't pick the other 2 starters. That's not possible unless we're counting Eevee as a starter and Umbreon and Espeon as a starter. Are we counting those 2? Because if so, I would say Eevee, Espeon, Pikachu. But if we count Pikachu, then we can't count Bulbasaur, so maybe well, technically that would be Gen 3, Gen 8. But then Eevee and Espeon would also be Gen 2, but also at the Gen 3. So it'll be 9 then? Yeah, because there's only 9 generations if it's currently. So then we gotta go with Charmander, Totodile, Mudkip, Chimchar, Oshawott, Froakie, Litten, Scorbunny, Sprigatito, and then Gekwa for Gen 10, and then counting the starters for Pokemon Coliseum, gotta go with Umbreon. And then go with Pikachu for the Let's Go series. If I had a chance to recolor a shiny Pokemon, who might it be? Goldango, I would make him platinum colored. I would also make Swampert purple. Yeah, that would be the Gigantamax Pikachu and Eevee for having Let's Go Pikachu Eevee save files on your game, and they can't evolve because then they wouldn't be Gigantamax Pikachu or Eevee. Yeah, I would greatly like to make a shiny Goldango actually be platinum instead of gold. That would be great. Like, make it white gold instead of just gold. Or rose gold. A rose gold Goldango? Come on now. That would be sick. You would make Ursaring Crimson? Solid. Respect that. Name you 15 normal type Pokemon, but not including normal flying. Are there even 15 normal Pokemon that don't have flying in them somehow, some way? Rattata. Meowth. Chansey. Clefairy. Jigglypuff. Sentret. Patrat. Lillipup. Poochyena. Zigzagoon. Bidoof. Squovit. Lechonk. Miltank. Stantler. And just in case I missed one somehow, Apom. And Tauros. As a bonus. And Teddiursa. Snorlax also. Slaking, of course. I would totally eat a Miltank. Burger. Also, somebody unsubscribed in the middle of my awesome, like, hey, we got almost 530 subscribers. So rude. I'm extremely leery of eating tatsugiri and like vanillish in cottony, not cottony, Swirlix. I'm extremely leery of those ones that like obviously look like food. But they do eat Pokemon in the Pokemon world. I just don't know what Pokemon they eat. Ursaring being a bright green is too strong and annoying. I agree. Like, why is it even green? This is just a heads up that we will be ending in 2 minutes. It's about to hit 10 o'clock my time. Slowpoke and Magikarp get eaten for sure. Absolutely they do. I'm trying to remember. I feel like Magikarp doesn't have much meat on its bones, though. I could be mistaken on that. Guillermo, I got questions. Like, if we're going for a nice rabbit dish, I would understand if it was, say, score bunny, not a second question asked. But the fact that it was a Baneri, of all the rabbit Pokemon that could have been chosen, I don't think we're talking about food here. Name you every Reggie, but name you a move that they can learn, but don't say the same move again. So we got Reggie Ice with Ice Beam, Reggie Steel with Iron Defense. We got Reggie Rock with Superpower. We got Reggie Gigas with Earthquake. We got Reggie Alecki with Thundershock, and we got Reggie Drago with Dragon Breath. And that is going to bring us to the last encounter. With no shiny luck today. But that's okay. Gives us something to work on later. You think a roasted Baneri with a cooked apple in its mouth seems like a tasty dish? Okay. I can respect that. Nice little rabbit dish. There's just a lot of Rule 34 Baneri low punny, so I had to double check there. So we will catch you all in the next stream.